I had spent weeks planning my birthday party, wanting it to be perfect. Friends, family, and neighbors were invited, and everything from decorations to the playlist was carefully chosen. When Daniel, my husband, arrived, I noticed a few guests whispering and laughing under their breath. It was subtle at first, but their glances and snickers soon became harder to ignore. "They're just teasing," I told myself. "They don't mean anything by it." But as the evening progressed, the laughter grew louder and more pointed. Guests commented on Daniel's appearance, his quiet manner, and even joked about his job. I felt a knot form in my stomach. Daniel noticed too, but he remained calm, smiling politely and mingling with people as though nothing was wrong. I pulled him aside. "Don't let them get to you," I whispered. "I hate seeing you like this." He nodded, squeezing my hand. "It's okay. I can handle it." I wanted to defend him, to tell everyone to stop, but something in Daniel's expression told me he had a plan. Later, as the party reached its peak, Daniel requested everyone's attention. The room quieted, and curious eyes turned toward him. He began to speak, calm and confident, and I realized that the moment had come. Daniel revealed details about his career, accomplishments, and challenges that no one had known. His story was impressive and inspiring, full of perseverance, intelligence, and dedication. The laughter stopped. Whispers replaced them as everyone absorbed the truth. They had judged him superficially, never imagining the depth of his achievements. I watched as Daniel's eyes met mine, a mixture of pride and relief shining through. I realized he had endured the ridicule quietly, waiting for the right moment to reveal the truth. Guests approached him afterward, offering sincere apologies and admiration. The energy in the room shifted from mockery to respect. I felt an overwhelming sense of pride. Daniel's grace under pressure had transformed an uncomfortable situation into a moment of vindication. Some of my friends admitted they had underestimated him, and the previous laughter seemed almost embarrassing in retrospect. Daniel handled every interaction with humility, never gloating, simply presenting facts about his life and accomplishments. I realized that strength often comes not from confrontation but from patience, confidence, and timing. The remainder of the evening was filled with genuine celebration, laughter, and heartfelt conversations. I noticed a newfound respect in everyone's demeanor, including those who had laughed earlier. Daniel's revelation sparked discussions about assumptions, humility, and the importance of withholding judgment. I felt grateful for his wisdom and restraint, understanding that he had chosen dignity over immediate retaliation. By the end of the night, the energy in the room had completely transformed. People were apologetic, attentive, and engaged. I reflected on the lesson: appearances can be deceiving, and true character is often revealed quietly, with careful timing. Daniel and I shared a private moment, smiling at each other and acknowledging the power of patience and composure. I realized that public embarrassment can be turned into triumph when approached with strategy and grace. Over the following weeks, friends and family spoke of Daniel's story as a lesson in perseverance and humility. I felt a deep sense of relief and pride, knowing that he had not only defended his reputation but also taught everyone a meaningful lesson. Daniel never mentioned the earlier ridicule again, choosing instead to focus on positive interactions and moving forward. I realized that trust and confidence in a partner can transform moments of vulnerability into demonstrations of strength. Months later, I recounted the event to friends, emphasizing Daniel's patience, intelligence, and composure under social pressure. I learned that sometimes silence, observation, and timing are more powerful than immediate confrontation. Daniel's story became a turning point in my social circle, showing that judgments made in haste can be easily overturned with truth and dignity. I felt pride not just for him, but for the way he handled the situation, teaching a lesson without anger or resentment. From that day on, I noticed a lasting change in the way people interacted with him. More respect, more thoughtfulness, and less casual mockery. I also realized that public humiliation can be temporary, but integrity and composure have enduring impact. Daniel and I often laughed privately about the initial ridicule, appreciating the contrast between judgment and truth. I learned that courage is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet, steady, and revealed at the perfect moment. The experience strengthened our relationship, teaching me about his character, patience, and wisdom in the face of adversity. Even years later, the story was remembered among friends and family, a lesson in humility, patience, and resilience. I realized that people will always judge superficially, but character and truth have a lasting power that mockery cannot diminish. Daniel's response to the laughter showed me that the strongest defense is composure and honesty, not retaliation or argument. We celebrated the memory as a turning point, reminding ourselves that respect and understanding often come from demonstration, not debate. The party that began with ridicule ended as a defining moment, reshaping perceptions and inspiring admiration. I felt grateful for having a partner who could transform a challenging situation into a testament of strength, intelligence, and grace. From that night onward, Daniel's presence commanded respect naturally, without need for proof or confrontation. I realized that real victories are sometimes quiet, revealed in timing, patience, and the courage to let actions speak louder than words. The memory of the party remained with me, a reminder that mockery is fleeting, but dignity and truth endure.